Alright, Travis Wayne Goodsell. I have found it online. My lawsuit against the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Dos Equis. In the, there were others filed previously in 2000s, but of the most recent ones. The first one was filed on 30th September 2019. And so now I can compare and see what's going on. Because I'm like, shouldn't there be something else going on to let me know that I can proceed? And so, I'll show you the snapshots of the two cases. On the first one, you'll see the sealed document, motion to leave, filed. But then you see number 2 and number 3 on October 1st, which was the very next day. You have the order granting motion to leave to proceed in forma pauperis, signed by the Magistrate Judge. Well, the Magistrate Judge in this case that I just filed, who is Bruce S. Is that Jenkins? Or is that... Hold on. Hold on. Again. Here we go. Okay. It's been forwarded to Magistrate Judge Jared C. Bennett. He has not given the order granting motion for leave to proceed in forma pauperis yet. That's what I'm waiting for. He's sitting on it. He's sitting on it. It's been over a week, and he's sitting on it. This was supposed to be up on the 10th. Instead, on the 10th, you have Judge David Barlow, who's the chief judge of the case, who recuses himself. That's interesting. They do have Bruce Jenkins, who is the one that the case has been referred to. Case reassigned to Judge Bruce S. Jenkins, but they do not list the Magistrate Judge here this time around, where previously they have the Magistrate Judge who's giving the orders, and they have it listed at the top as who's the Magistrate Judge for this. They don't have Judge Jared C. Bennett listed. Did he recuse himself? Did they not send me this in the mail? What's going on? And so there's some problems already in the beginning of this lawsuit. They are purposely not doing their job, which is the main complaint in the filing, that they didn't do their job in the first complaint. And so I'm stuck because it hasn't been approved yet, and I just have to sit and wait. I'll provide you the links, as now I have something to go by. But if you've been listening to the news about Barr saying, hey, let's start rounding up these protesters as seditionists, I highly suspect he got it from my filing, because even though it shows the cause is Racketeering RICO Act, it's a criminal organization that are terrorists, that are traitors to America. They are a terrorist organization from the Illuminati, as I've gone over in my LDS Church History, Real LDS Church History playlist. And this is huge, because the Attorney General, according to the RICO Act law, the Attorney General is supposed to be notified. And so here he is saying, oh yeah, I think sedition can be used. Well, the news is saying, well, this is rarely, if at all, used. And yeah, here I am bringing it up for this 2020 second filing, based on the first filing that was improperly handled by the federal judges. As Waddups was supposed to recuse himself, he refused to recuse himself so that he could let the church go. Because his argument was, my filing of a complaint was an ad hominem. So, yeah, the church is not immune from prosecution, but Waddup said, yes it is. They are immune from prosecution. Anybody who dares accuse them are using ad hominems. That was his argument. That's what ended my case. You can see it on the other docket of him given the order to dismiss. You don't see the filing. That was what I read to you. But dear God. So, yeah, this is big, and they are sitting on it. This is freaking them out. As I've gone over, I've been checking the church to see if anything, and pretty much all we had was, okay, there's a new Book of Mormon video. They were supposed to come out with it in 2020, they said. Hold on just a second. It celebrates the church's founding event. Okay, it is on YouTube. Okay. Interesting. Is that the title of it? Moroni invites all to come unto Christ. Alright, so sorry about that. I'm distracted here. Russ is also going to want to have the copy because he still thinks the church is true. Moroni invites all to come unto Christ. Yep, there it is. 8 minutes, 50 seconds. Alright. They still put in the dates. That was not by Joseph Smith or those who wrote the Book of Mormon. This was something done by the church service missionaries for the release of the 1981 version, with the footnotes to the Topical Guide and Bible Dictionary. Oh my God. Yeah, because they say at the beginning, oh, about 600 BC. No, 597 is 600 BC, not 600 BC. They can't even get it right, because they don't want to get it right, because it means things that they don't want to come to accept. Alrighty. So they're skipping ahead, but looks like we need to label this as 27, according to my filing system. I hope it's 27. Alright, now let's get back to looking to see what the church had for the news. They had the face-to-face with Elder Rasband. I've not bothered to look to see if he gave anything like Elder Holland did to the Utah Coalition, saying pornography is coronavirus. Okay, so the news has the video on there. The charities is helping people. Well, why isn't the church? Isn't the church a charity? Oh no, we had to create a separate charity so that we can justify not being a charity as a church. For Strength of the Youth conferences are going to resume next summer. Isn't it a little premature to say that the coronavirus is going to be gone by then? Missionaries are back in work. With the hurricane, they're all safe. President Kutch gives a first address at newly renamed Ensign College. Is that the BYU LDS Business College now renamed, or is that something else? Yeah, LDS Business College is renamed Ensign College. Business is now the God College. That's what Ensign comes from, is the Egyptian netter symbol, which means God. It's a flag. Church History Project documented missionary experiences with evacuations. Missionaries are spiritual pathfinders. General Authority encourages BYU students to choose happiness. You're not choosing happiness if you're choosing the church. You're choosing death. I did that video. Mormons choose death with LDS Church rather than life saved with me. I did that video. So there's Elder Holland turning the church evangelical. I think it's turning evangelical. I think it's turning evangelical. I really think so. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, 17th, groundbreaking for another temple. Searching for Hope, October 2020 conference. They're getting setting the stage for that. And so yeah, there's really, here back on the 11th, they want stake conferences resuming. They want more people at church. And we're now deep in the red for coronavirus. It's just a nightmare because they're sending kids back to school after that caused the bump in the coronavirus. And they're purposely, the church is using the herd mentality that Trump called it, the herd immunity, and you just drop your jaw and go, oh dear God, please tell me they're not doing that. And yes, they are doing that. They are joining Trump in murdering us. So yeah, there's really nothing that they're doing. They're somewhat silent, going to other distractions like pornography is the coronavirus, and trying to get people to go back to church and missions. But otherwise, the stuff I was experiencing last time, I'm not seeing them yet. Not seeing them yet. So yeah, I'll post the two links, and the docket shows the old Barlow, but the new one, it shows Jenkins, but it's not showing that the magistrate judge has been it says it was assigned to Judge Bennett for review, but he's just not reviewing it. It's been a week now. So this is concerning. And I read his bio. He's big on the environment, so you'd think this would be of concern for him. He may, and very likely, is Mormon. Maybe that's what he's struggling with right now. But Jenkins also hasn't recused himself, and Jenkins is very likely old school Mormon, like Waddups, even older because he's like 93. And so this is big, that they haven't even bothered to proceed with my case yet. And if they refuse to do it, if they say, no, we reject, there's supposed to be a rejection on here. I'm supposed to get the letter notifying me that it's been rejected as frivolous or whatever cause they give for rejecting it. And that's not here either. So, yeah, this is the biggest event ever. And you need to be paying attention, because you've already lost attention as we're now 15 minutes in.